Today I came to do something responsible. I came to Época Motor with my Corrado to put it up for sale. An adult, sensible decision from a stable person, but of course I come in here and this is like putting an alcoholic in a winery. A Lancia Thema 832, a BMW 500. A Porsche 924S, a Land Rover Series 2, a 205 Rally and Alpine, what if a Testarossa, a 300ZX, a Seat 600 convertible. You don't come here to look, you come here to fall. And then I saw it, a Jaguar XKR, and suddenly my plan to sell the Corrado turned into something else. Let's go to the office because that's where the important question is decided. Did I leave here just selling or did I leave here buying a XKR?
My name is Mark's Garage and I'm a car fanatic. Today I'm at Época Motor. I brought my Corrado G60. I don't know if you remember a video I made about this car. The car isn't perfect, but it's in good shape. And I've come to see Alberto, who has a new, bigger warehouse to sell more cars. And I'm actually going to help him fill this warehouse. Why? Because we're going to try to reduce my collection by 30%. I've reached the point where you can't really enjoy so many cars. So soon you'll see all the cars I'm letting go in this wonderful new warehouse that Alberto has. What do you think? What do you think? Yes, let's see. Great.
Let's get to it and we'll show you with pleasure. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, I want to see everything new you have.
Let's go over there.
Let's go there.
Now we almost have to buy an electric scooter to cross it.
How much have you increased in square meters?
The new warehouse is 600 square meters, but it's very open. It doesn't have columns. So the feeling of spaciousness and the cars, well, they look much better than in the position we just passed now.
Well, you had this place full. Is it still full now?
This is the warehouse. Please excuse us. We're painting the new building.
You have many cars I hadn't seen before?
There are always new toys here.
What do you think? Should we take a look at it later?
Of course, let's go there.
Oh, okay. Have you painted as well?
We've communicated the ships.
Hello, hi.
This is the new one.
Yes, because normally Mr. Alberto keeps them all clean, so don't make any comments. Stupid poor guy. Why?
Now we're done. Now we see the light. Now we're practically all tidy and clean.
This warehouse is beautiful. Yeah, hey, we're running out of space, huh? We're running out of space? Yeah, because if you start attracting everyone...
No, it's just that we literally couldn't fit another car, not even one more. Some nights a less flashy car had to be left out on the street. And so we already had serious space problems, and this has given us a big relief. Also, as an exhibition, I don't know what you think. I'll give my opinion in a moment, but they don't look very good.
Hey, are you going to keep the office there too, or are you going to hire a new salesperson?
We have to look at structuring everything, because until now people were coming in through the workshop shutters, and we're going to keep those closed. And the main entrance to Época Motor will be that door right there. And from here we'll do a bit of screening, right? If there are people we need to send to the workshop, or if they're coming to buy or sell a classic car. So the main and most visible face of Época Motor will be this one. And the workshop will keep working, but with the shutters closed. That way we also avoid too much traffic. A lot of people sneak in here. It's normal to push, to do things.
Yeah, but whether you want it or not...
This serves as a filter since people have to open the door to enter. From here, we can direct them to the workshop or sales as needed.
We're talking about that one in the back, a Lancia, Thema 832. It caught my attention.
Very beautiful.
Very checkable. What's the price of this 832?
We have it at 29,000 euros.
Almost 30,000 euros.
He has a binder like this, full of invoices.
Normal history Ferrari engine. They're more delicate than my mother, who's 93 years old.
But the truth is, it's already hard to find one that's in this condition.
Yes.
The applicators, which are made of leather, most of them have the leather coming apart or peeling off.
They were very delicate cars, very well made. That's why the interior is spectacular. The interior of this car, people don't know them. the 832s. It's a car that Lancia made a limited series, and it was all because of...
You guys are watching Mark's Garage.
Well, it was Enzo Ferrari's fault. He wanted a sedan to get around, and let's see. They talked to Lancia, they gave them 308 engines to put in their car, and once they were ready, well, Lancia said, hey, why don't we make a limited edition with these engines? And he thought it was a good idea, and if I'm not mistaken, they made 3,000 units with the engine originally from the 308, but over the years it evolved to the 328. An engine they had to change, and they did. They had to make it transverse because it was longitudinal, since it was in the back, and then they lowered it. Also, the horsepower that the 328 produced, which was about, when they stopped making it, 240 horsepower, and this car produced about 215 or so. No, yes, but still.
And phase 2, which already has the more elongated headlight?
Yes, this whole part here is different.
It will be a strip that can leave a square at the front.
But practically this side, the wheels, it's all the same. I think it changes. Here, didn't they put 832 maybe in the first version?
Yes.
But it's practically identical. The back is the same. It's missing the emblems, right? Here, it's missing the emblems. Here also another 832, and here I think it said Lancia Thema, the emblem that was on the back.
That's all.
This spoiler too, just like the Corrado, it lifts up at a certain speed. Yes, it's a very beautiful car. Also famous in Spain, because for those of us who like basketball, the famous Fernando Martin, who was one of the best. No, Antonio Fernando Martin, no.
He killed?
The one who killed himself?
I don't remember the name.
Yes, Fernando Martin, wait, I'll check. Fernando Martin, exactly, he bought this car, exactly, this car came to Spain, one of the first units, and Romé, who played with Real Madrid, bought it from him. But in the end, he said his wife didn't let him go get it, and he told Fernando Martin. Fernando Martin bought the car that was supposed to be Romé's and had a fatal accident. The first Spanish player to play in the NBA. He was a legend for the young people of that time, and he was our idol. Wasn't it really a shame to lose him back then? Anyway, here you have this...
Is it?
No, this one wasn't like that. It turned out terrible. Still, we can see the best thing about this car. And what's the most beautiful thing about this car? Well, its engine. Wow. I'll ask you to start it for me later, if possible. Wow. We're going to let it warm up a little, and then I'll ask Alberto to rev it up for me. Actually, it's something. It's not that they like to listen to these things or that they're interested in my channel, but no.
Well, I think since we're here, no.
Yeah, let's make an effort. Come on, let's make an effort. Come on.
I understand that we're leaving, right?
An effort. Right now it's revving a little high. It's cold. That's why it's shaking a bit. And because it's a Ferrari, because that's how things were back then.
It's with the choke on, which won't go away until it gradually comes off.
It won't run completely smoothly. Well, close it, Alberto, come on. 29,000 euros, you all know it. If you're interested in having a Ferrari in sedan format, maybe one of the best units in Europe to buy right now.
We'll keep discussing the spoiler since we're already on it.
Okay, yes, of course. Let's see. No, huh? Spectacular car.
Huh? The truth is, it's a very elegant car.
To top it all off, all it's missing are the rear emblems.
That's it. And then I'll pay you the 29,000 that can be found.
Yes, for sure, Neville, you have them there.
The cool thing about this car is that you're driving a Lancia, and when you start revving up the engine, you get the sound of this Ferrari engine.
And then you don't even know what you're driving anymore.
It's strange, you know, because it's like, and it's
That I'm driving?
not that I'm driving. Yeah.
Here's another one too, a 924S. Yes.
This is a very attractive piece because most of the 924S, you know, are the regular ones.
Yes, here in Spain, that's what arrived.
This is the S, featuring a real Porsche engine, domestic build, air conditioning, power steering, and a Targa roof.
Yes, everything that's already the turbo, the Gran Turismo, each time it's a higher level, each time they have fewer Volkswagen parts. Isn't this rear part a little too high?
I can't see it well.
You guys can see it well? I'm telling you guys, you can see it well. Isn't it too high in the back? I think it is, right? Yeah.
I think it looks fine.
The 24s too, since they're narrower, also give you the feeling of being a bit higher.
Yeah, but I have one, you know? Yeah.
Did you add little ears or not?
No. Do you see the option? Yes, it already comes with a mix of leather and fabric, and it already came with the name Porsche. In here, it comes with the entire original interior. But yes, it's practically the same as the one in my car. The dashboard isn't cracked, which is really rare. Well, you have a small crack here, but this is super rare. It's almost like it doesn't have one.
If we look for pictures, here we have an S. The height is standard. These are cars that look kind of tall.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but is this one original?
Do we agree with Alberto? Yes.
When I'm right, I'm right. Otherwise, I'm not.
Yes, okay, very good. No, man, this one's not for sale. This is yours. I know it's yours. Then there's another car that really catches my attention, which is the XKR, sorry.
XKR, yes.
XKR 300 horsepower. It didn't have power engine.
The 360, if I'm not mistaken, the one that's supercharged.
This is the supercharged one. Usually when it's supercharged, are you going to notice with some stylistic changes? From the outside, which are the grills here in front of the hood, then this iron grill here, which the other one doesn't have. And then, logically, these rims, which are bigger than the normal version. And I think there aren't any other stylistic changes. No, wait, the spoiler. I think the normal version doesn't have the spoiler. And that's about it.
Out of curiosity, where is the lock cylinder kept to open it?
Yeah, totally hidden. So it doesn't show, so it doesn't look bad. And the interior is spectacular, huh? It's got the racing green color.
Yes, including all its maintenance.
I don't want to scratch it since I might buy it. Ha. We're going to reduce cars, but we're still going to keep buying every now and then. A piece that excites me, that catches my eye, and this is a piece that really excites me. 139,489 kilometers. All the wood is perfect. They all came with automatic transmission, but it's a very, very nice automatic transmission, and the feeling of this engine is incredible. It's the 4200, right?
The V8 supercharger, yes.
Let's open it. This engine is beautiful. The sound it makes, yes, very reliable. Jaguars have a really bad reputation, but these versions are some of the best things Jaguar ever made. Look at the supercharger it has right here on top. What I like most about these cars, well, it's a car from the late 90s. They made it until the early 2000s, 2005, 2006, if I remember correctly. And it has a design that reminds you of the Jaguar E-Type, but with the modern features and comfort of driving a new car, which is also reliable. This engine, this gearbox didn't have any issues. And you have a car that's about 27 or 28 years old, which obviously isn't a modern car, but it's more reliable than you might think just because it's a Jaguar. I'm sure that if you get a new Jaguar today, you'd say, no, no, no. And this one, I think after a year you ask, what about it? He bought this one and the one he bought, the new Jaguar. And I'm sure the one with the new Jaguar has had more breakdowns than the one who bought the classic.
This is a Jaguar, and now it's not even a Jaguar anymore.
It's a Tata?
Yeah, now it's a Tata.
Yeah.
It's made like now. They're there, which is L. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yes, it's true that they're not Tata anymore. Yeah.
This kind of weird genre.
Well, yeah, and the commercial, I don't know if you saw the last commercial that Jaguar did. Yeah, I thought, what's going on? Are we selling cars or something else?
There's been a change of direction there in the brand.
And no,
It doesn't have a direction.
it doesn't feel right to me. I'm not pro-walk, and everything that's so walk just doesn't convince me. I was raised differently, and now I'm starting to get older. The education my parents gave me is AB, and from there's no CD or E. Now, wow, people are going to say, oh my God, because we're living in a society where you can't say what you think. Yes, totally, but that's how it is. You have to speak up.
With a lot of
Care, will you take it off for me? Yes, that much? Yes, speak very carefully. But everyone sees things in their own way, and it depends on how they were raised. Alberto, that's right. How wonderful, huh? Yes, I know how it sounds.
Yeah, right.
See, this is a car from the 90s. It tells you the door is open because Alberto doesn't have very good eyesight and doesn't realize the door is open. So that's why it needs to tell you.
Yeah, age doesn't forgive, huh?
Oh my, I love it, huh? Yeah, can you put it on the list for me?
Come on.
What is this? Well, I really love this, you know? Yes.
This car is very beautiful, very elegant, and besides, the fact that it's a V8 supercharger, that's not American.
Yeah, right?
You have an amazing sound and power, but it's going to be an English car then. It's a really cool combination. To me, the XKR in particular seems like a really decent car.
Yes, I totally agree with you because I've already fallen in love. I don't know if you can see my face, but I want it. I'm already thinking about not posting the video because if Yolanda sees it, she'll kill me. So no, look, if you sell any of my cars and you still have it for sale, I'm telling you for real, okay? We'll put the money here.
Well,
Deal, because yes, reduce the collection. Yes, I want to reduce it. We're going to sell 2 to buy 1. That's a 50% reduction from the initial 30% that I want to get rid of. I mean, it's totally logical. It doesn't mean I'm not going to buy more cars. No, I'm going to keep buying cars, but I'm going to have fewer. I want to enjoy them and not be so enslaved by taking them to workshops, to restaurants. I don't want to enjoy the car. And when I get tired, like you say, if you already have it and it doesn't really do it for you, then sell it and try another car model, because life is very short.
yeah, that's the cool thing. Besides these things, in the end, a lot of people are already choosing this to reduce their fleets because less is more. In the end, a big fleet creates stress because you always have to be on top of inspections, batteries, now this, now that. Well, taxes, carbon dioxide, too, and things like that too.
Certificate. Here in Catalonia, we have to get a certificate, so we don't have to pay the carbon dioxide too. Well, you have to think, it's 10 years. When does this expire? When did I start the certificate? I mean, it's a big complication.
Yes, it causes stress and, well, other things too. So in the end, a lot of people just cut back and say, hey, look, I'll just reduce my fleet, I'll keep X, but I know these cars will be up to date, I'm going to use them, I'm going to enjoy them, and when I get tired of them, well, I'll just change them. Yes, in the end.
How do you work, for example, if there's someone interested in buying the car and says, hey, Alberto, I don't have the 20,000 euros, but I'm selling 3 or 4 or 5 cars. If you want, I can give you a deposit and we can reserve it. Is there any kind of deal we can make with him? You own this one, you have it here.
We are totally flexible because every client is different. So there are people who come, pay for it and take it, and there are people who come and have a car to trade in as part of the payment.
So you're open to this?
Yes, in the end.
How can we do it? I have 2 cars here, the ACX Grand Touring Injection, and now I've brought you the Corrado G60.
It's a matter of doing the math.
You do the math and I'll take it, yes.
We do the math and that's it. We buy cars. We buy cars, it's our business.
Well, let's end the video here because now we're going to do the numbers. No, let's see what has more. But then I'm going to talk to this gentleman because you don't know me. But I'm not the kind of person to say, oh, I like it, I'd keep it and then not keep it. No, you just have to look into my eyes. Yeah, when I saw it, when I was...
Chispita, I already saw her actions.
Did you notice? There's a little bit of fire on the side, right? Well, guys, you can't tell me this car isn't beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Then I see you have a Monza there. You also have a Land Rover Series 2, which is a 528.
528, yes, it's sold and it's going to... I don't remember. Is it going far?
Here in Spain, or is it going away?
No, to the Netherlands.
He's leaving. Wow, he's going very far away.
Yes.
Yes, it's going to get cold. It won't look so nice with the paint anymore, right?
I love this car. We have its original wheels because when we bought it, they also gave us the original wheels, but well, we've left it with these and it's a car that's very beautiful.
I'm in the process of buying one, but sorry, I was doing some drifting. And we're going to take the mechanics from this vehicle and put them in mine.
No, from one like this?
From one like this, exactly. Don't take the engine from me. No, we can't see it. The engine, yes, because this engine, if I'm not mistaken, and it also has the same steering wheel, if you notice, or very similar, it's practically identical. It has the same engine that the E21 Alpina had, the 2.8.
It's a good engine?
It's the base of the Alpina engine. Of course, Alpina made their own modifications to the exhaust pipe, the fuel intake. I mean, they made a lot of modifications to the engine. No? And it produced, if I'm not mistaken, that E21 Alpina 220 horsepower, and this one must produce 205, a little less, I think, yes, or 80. It produces 185, yes, 185 horsepower, right? Yes, I'm older, but I still remember a few things. Let's look at the engine.
Yes, a lot.
Here it is, Look at the marvel of this engine. This is the most beautiful thing. It's the base of the Alpina. It's the same, exactly the same engine that was in an E21. Imagine putting this monstrous engine in an E21. Here there's still a little bit of space left, but in the E21 I can assure you this is going to be tight.
It's a tight fit, yeah.
Yeah, it's really tight. You have to force it in here, huh? Well, this Dutch gentleman is going to take a really nice piece. Thank you. I love it, yes.
It's very beautiful. It's a really nice truth.
If I don't show the series, 2 people won't understand it. I've seen this one on Instagram. Do you post it?
Yes. It was completely taken apart and everything was reassembled brand new. The engine was opened. Well...
You did it screw by screw?
No, the client did it with a Land Rover Professional. And well, he did it more as a hobby than anything else. Because you know that these restorations in the end...
It depends on the level.
That when you get into these levels, you lose money.
Yes. Well, I've already spent 60,000 euros on my Defender.
Pure romanticism, doing these
things in
these cars.
And besides, these are cars that are limited in terms of, you can't really take this car on the highway. Well, you can, but it's not ideal. The Monza, you also have, I see, popular cars, because this car, what's the price? It can't be very expensive, right? The Monza. This one is at 7,000. I don't want to lie to you. I think we have it at 7,000. Not all the cars you have are top of the line.
No, right? We can have a Porsche, we can have a Ferrari, we can have a Renault 4600, as you can see in the lineup. In the end, we like it.
You don't limit yourself, yes, yes.
If we don't like a specific car, we like those of us who like cars.
Do you have the disease?
You can have a good time with a 600 or with a 911 totally.
Sometimes I can take out my 911 and then later I go with my Fiat Coupe. Exactly, it has nothing to do with the Alpina, it's still here. Haven't you found one yet, a customer for this marvel?
They don't go for the option.
So guys,
Look, it's really nice. This car, it's a 300.
it got a really nice restoration.
Yes, it really is.
The chrome, the interior, the paint, you can't really see it well on camera.
But it's only a little dust.
But yeah, now it's dusty, and look at the interior. I already showed it in the other video, but it's just so beautiful, so. And the feeling when you get inside, even if it's just a 1,300cc engine,
All the sensations in the world.
the feeling is incredible. It's the same as a 205 Rally, which also has a 1,400cc engine, and the feeling is incredible.
Yeah, we have a rally car here that belongs to a good friend, and we're working on it. The carburetors, because the rally cars
Yes,
they use carburation,
double Weber carburetor.
double Weber carburetor, and then over the years and so on, the membranes dry out and so on, and these cars lose quite a bit of performance, so it's a typical maintenance that needs to be done. Because overnight, when you see that the membranes have already dried out and so on, the car performs at almost half.
Are we seeing a real RS in the background, or is it a replica?
It's a replica, it's mine, and it's not for sale either.
Does your wife know that you have this business to hide the cars?
Yes, in the end I had to tell her. As the years passed and this car remained unsold, no.
It wasn't being sold? No, this one wasn't being sold.
And in the end I kept it.
Look, it's mine.
The truth, well, it was the way to keep going with this hobby. You know, in the end I had to do it, had to make it work, not let it go. This passion we have for...
Have you told him?
At work, they know it too.
He knows it too. Now you only have two here that aren't selling,
And Carrera's Mini?
which is also yours, yes. Which you aren't selling either. No, my goodness, you've changed it quite a bit, huh?
Is this one fortified with vitamins, huh?
Yes, yes. And the engine, it's the original engine.
The engine is an original engine, but modified.
Sí, ya lo veo.
The entire front is fiberglass. Remove 4 screws and you reach the engine.
But what year is this Mini?
This one is from 74, whoa?
Yeah, but the engine, this is from the last one, from the 90s.
No, it's an engine, it's a 1300, a 1275, but it comes with a racing cylinder head. Well, connecting rods, pistons, that kind of stuff, but the block itself and all that is original.
And how much horsepower does this one have?
Well, I've never put it on a dyno, but it's probably around, it's nothing out of this world, maybe around 90 horsepower.
90 horsepower, but look at the weight it must have and the size, right? Inside, it's completely stripped. And this gentleman, from what I can see, likes to go slow. Because if you notice, he has cars that show he's someone who doesn't like speed at all. Speed. You see? Yes. To sell you a normal sedan, I don't think so.
No, we do something, but more of these kinds of things. Yes,
Let's see what you have hidden back here, and then we'll talk about that car, and we'll have to edit this whole video. That's why if my wife sees it, she'll freak out.
What?
Ah, look, the 205 Rally you were talking about.
Since we're here, we'll show you.
Look, this doesn't belong here, okay? That's why these fog lights know.
No, in fact, I told my friend and asked for permission to remove it. He gave it to me and he's going to take it off.
Like this, look perfect with a different color. This is this piece,
The repair? The repair kit for them.
to do the whole thing exactly, the dual carburation. Weber, which is really what makes the difference in this engine. Do you prefer the 1600 or the 1900 from the ETI, the 1900? You like the 1900 more? Yes. For the road?
Look, about the 1600, I'll tell you something. I like the GTX more, which was the 1600 carbureted, than the 1600 injection. And if we have to talk about Grand Touring injection, for me, it's the 1900.
Well, it's the same with the 309 Gran Turismo and the 309 Gran Turismo I. Exactly, it's the same. The 309 Gran Turismo is much more fun because the carburation, the sound it has, and the way it pulls is very, very different. And in this, I have to agree. I like the 1006 Grand Touring injection more than the 1009 Grand Touring injection. But if you compare them in terms of what I mentioned, the GTX and the Grand Touring injection 1.6, well, I imagine they changed it to a 1.9 because people realized that the GTX was maybe better than the Grand Touring injection, but then the interior finishes with the leather seats, that car was really beautiful.
And for me, the Grand Touring injection, when I got my license, it was like my dream car that I wanted to have, but in the end, it was a Golf 16 valve.
This was my dream car, yes, that's right. And after several years, I bought one, and this one, I'm not going to bring it to sell because I still have it. Yes, I have it. It's still there. It has a 15,000 euro restoration. I went crazy over that car. People on the channel who watch my videos surely know which car I'm talking about. That one won't be for sale. You don't need to come here anymore, but luckily you do have one.
That one is not for sale?
That one isn't for sale either. I was wondering about that because you don't usually see rallies for sale. Normally, whoever has one doesn't want to sell it.
No, for now he doesn't want to sell it, huh? In the future, who knows, but for now he didn't bring it to sale.
Very fun. I also really like these, the Golf Cabriolet, the Cartman with all the spoilers it has, the bumpers that are very special. Already from the restyling of the second generation.
Is it a Grand Touring injection convertible?
It's very, very beautiful, yes, and yes, why not? Do you still have the 928 to repair?
Is it already sold?
It's already sold, yes, I came to pick it up.
They brought it to us to change a seat button panel that stopped working to move. They're electric and we already changed the rubber part and they have to come pick it up.
Yes, I see you have my friend's Passat. This one is really from TT, yes.
We have it here for sale.
Yes, I sold the Granada. This gentleman sold me the Granada who used to be a friend. And Rosalia made a music video. Well, it has also gone abroad.
Yes, they took it away last week, yes.
And he also has this family member, which is very, very beautiful. Soon you will see a video on the channel, not mine. Well, yes, on mine. You will also see it of this model, precisely not this car, but another similar one. You will see it in a couple or 3 weeks.
It's interesting because it has a 5-cylinder engine and this car sounds really cool, huh? The sound, the driving, and this 5-cylinder engine.
Here it had the same engine as the Audi 100, right? Yes, it's the same engine. Yes, it's a very smooth engine. In third gear, it makes a beautiful sound when you accelerate. In third, specifically with these cars. And my father had an Audi 100 and I loved how it sounded. The 5-cylinder engine.
The 5 cylinders have a sound, a very special purr.
People who have had an engine like this, now when he makes this comment, we agree with him. You did have this one last time, the gold one. You tell me you don't have many American ones.
Right.
We'll have to convert this one.
It's sold?
You've already sold it?
What happens is that he's Portuguese, he's had some family problems and all that, but it's sold.
You already have it, you're just keeping it.
Yeah, he bought it to go play golf.
It's amazing. I mean, it's the best. Where are you going to put the clubs?
Yeah, right there.
There's space there, yeah, totally enough. The poor guy won't have to struggle with the clubs.
Parking is another story.
But at the club, there must be parking at the club. There's space there. And then you were telling me that this hall where you're holding the car exhibition, are you going to keep it?
Yes, this will be kept.
You'll have 2 exhibitions, one on the left and one on the right, plus this one for those arriving and preparing.
There's a bit of everything here. In the warehouse, there are workshop cars to be delivered, or cars waiting to go to the workshop, or cars that have been sold, or cars for sale. There's a bit of all of this. Yes, this is the showroom, which is like the new one we've seen, but it's the one we've had until now.
I also have a Seat 600 which belonged to my father. It's also the D model. It opens with this one.
It's a convertible.
As a curiosity, wow, I hadn't noticed. No me había fijado. Yes, originally from...
Original origin, yes.
Yes.
You know, well, it's because of the frame that you can tell, because a lot of people did it. Later on, we're going to open it. But the way to know if it's original was by the chassis number.
Well, look, I didn't know this.
Convertible?
Look, a 600 convertible version D. And what's different about the chassis, Alberto? Some letters.
Some letters that I can't remember right now. I studied it quite a bit, so I wouldn't mess up when buying it, but yes, from the chassis you can tell if it was originally a convertible or not.
And this beauty, what's the price?
8,000 euros.
8,000 euros for a truly unique 600, yes?
And this one appears in the caravan in the episode of Wheeler Dealers that we did in Barcelona.
Well, it wasn't the transit part, no.
It wasn't in the episode where we sold the car, where we go up to Gareth and make a caravan from that one to the 600. And then...
So this one? I haven't seen the video yet.
Same here, they sent me the link from the show, but I haven't checked it.
That's not good at all. Send it to me.
I'll send it now.
Send it to me so I can see it. I really want to see it.
Yeah, because it has...
In the end, this gentleman didn't do the restoration with the Wheeler Dealers team, and they went to the Palau because of the mess you have here in the workshop. When they saw so many cars coming in and out, they said, oh no, we're not going to be able to film.
And filming in 3 weeks is very complicated, and for us too logistically, setting aside a space. It was supposed to be 1 week, but well, it was 1 week, and then another one came after because it was done in 2 parts. So, well...
This year, Alberto, I don't know if I told you, we're fixing my 600, which had been parked there in the garage for 5 years. And we're going to do the Transat in October with my wife, and we're going to spend the whole week with the Transat group. There are about 200 600s, and we're going to go through the Andalusia area. I'm really excited to go.
Besides, they organize it very well.
Right? Yeah, it's amazing. From what I've heard, if your car breaks down, there's a mobile mechanic workshop. They stop, fix your car, because they come with a truck full of all kinds of parts. For the 600s, which is the best thing about these cars, there are parts for everything. They fix it on the spot and you can continue your journey.
Very organized, yes?
Very well organized. In a 4-star hotel, the hotel is included, the tow truck comes in and takes your car, they take your car. Up to the event, I mean all the way to the south of Spain, there are people who participate, who drive all the way to Andalusia, but well, adventurous? Yes, a lot of adventure, yes.
Because it's exhausting, you know?
Yes, I prefer to take my regular car, drive there, and then meet up with the 600 and then come back. There are also cars that can be a little scary on the highway. Yeah, and they struggle because you know you can't keep them at high speeds. So what happens with a 600 when it overheats? Yeah, that's right. No matter how well it's maintained. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's tour on Motorera. So now I'm going to talk to him in that secret room. If we agree, you'll see it on the channel.
Let's go.
Let's talk numbers. Let's negotiate. All right, let's do it.
Since we're here, do you remember the Nissan 300 Turbo I had?
Yeah, you had it for sale. You were asking 20,000 euros for it.
Well, we've already sold it and we're working on the repair kit for those famous injectors. Yeah, they cause trouble too.
A lot, yeah.
Well, look, good. We took advantage of it.
Because besides the advantage they have with you when buying a car is that they can also bring it to your workshop.
Yes, exactly. It's a service we provide.
Only for the customer?
Huh? Only for customers. We don't accept walk-ins, though some people stop by. If someone wants to restore or repair a Renault 4 or another car, we don't take them. Because with our cars and our customers' cars, we're already overwhelmed.
Yes, I see you're right in the middle of fixing the injectors.
Yes, here we already have the kit for...
You bought it from a guy here in Spain, right? Look.
Yes.
Tunnels and Drifters, Umbretta 29, where are they from?
Yeah, they're from here, Valencia.
Odd that Madrid wasn't included.
Madrid, Valencia, somewhere around there. Anyway, that's the game of...
Repair. You have them here, they're inside there.
Or does the mechanic have them?
The mechanic already has them.
He'll have them at the bank. It's the set of O-rings for repairing the original injectors.
This engine is super, super reliable, super fun. This vehicle really, guys, if you haven't tried a Nissan 300 Turbo, it's amazing. Mine goes all the way down, and that's a lot. And the only problem these cars have is really the injectors, because everything else is a car that's built to withstand anything.
The Japanese honestly really take the cake when it comes to reliability.
I see you have a lot of cars here in the shop, even a Testarossa. Testarossa, do you dare to fix it?
Yes, we're pretty crazy.
That's how you are, but let's see. The last time with this gentleman, no.
The fever goes down, come on.
Not even with the fever reducer. Who would touch a Testarossa? What are you doing?
Just giving it a little tune-up. A client bought it and it's coming from abroad. Now it's being registered, and while we're at it, we're doing a general checkup and taking care of a few things.
So when it got here, was this car already running well?
Yes, it arrived running, but that's fine.
You're just giving it a...
Just keeping up with it a little every day and checking everything over a bit.
And speaking of crazy things, behind me I might have one of the craziest things ever. It's the 850, the 40, okay? It was 4 cylinders short of madness.
So it's better this way, huh? Because 12 is scary. Besides, V12s usually have a lot of temperature problems too, yeah. And the V8, well, it's a very reliable engine.
It's the same body, they changed the wheels and a few other things, I think, with the 850. Well,
I think it shares the wheels, but there are different types for these cars. These are my favorites.
this model, yes, they're very beautiful. They're very unusual. They look more modern than the car actually is, huh? Yeah. What I like the most is the front. The pop-up headlights?
Yeah.
Yeah, the front of this car now, because it's up here with the...
Does this car have a lot of presence?
Yes, but this car, for example, has everything looking good, front, back, and side. It's a car that's an icon of the 80s, especially for all of us who were teenagers at that time and watched Miami Vice. Man, it was crazy, right? I just watched the show to see that car.
Yeah, honestly, there was a great cast of cars in the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that the 80s were really good, you know? The 90s too, but the 80s when it comes to cars.
In cars, I think it's...
The one that takes the cake, you know?
In music?
Totally.
It's just that, honestly, those of us who lived through the 80s really, we didn't realize when we were living in the 80s that we were living through the best decade of our lives.
Is it true that it is one? Yes, an era.
It made a big impact. Like Alberto said, he has everything from a Renault 6 to a Testarossa here in his workshop. Yes, because really...
We don't pigeonhole ourselves into anything. A fanatic. Yes, well, here we're working on this one, repairing the injection pump. This is a 2.8 engine. It's a very special engine. This is a Carrera RSR, truly original, a replica, but as if it were...
Because it's original, exactly, because I see the engine just as it's installed, it's totally like the original. Totally. So is it yours too?
No, it's a good client. We're working on it now, repairing the pump.
Beautiful, huh? How does he have it? I love it. This car, the color is super bold, just like a senior should be. Yes, I love it. Everyone who likes Beetles ends up liking these inevitably. You know I have one too, right? Yeah, a 911, I'm not bringing you this one either.
Not that one either, no. Not that one either. You're right.
Well, okay.
I'll let that one slide.
I thought that was Williams because of the color. Yeah, but I saw it's a 16.
Yeah, we just sold that one and got it through inspection, and we're doing a few things to it.
Do you want me to bring you one? A 16, yeah, I have one too.
Yeah, well, bring it.
Yeah, let's push it. What's up? It's slightly tuned, right? Yeah, only the exterior. The interior and engine are original. Let's see. With very few kilometers too, like 110 or 112, something like that. Okay? And I've done all the maintenance, timing belt, silicone hoses. Yeah.
And on the outside, is it tuned at all?
Yeah, it has some tuning.
Did the bad times pass?
That time passed, exactly, but it's a tuning with the original wheels, with the original mirrors.
Doesn't it have the M3 mirrors?
It originally had the M3 ones. I took them off and put the original ones on. So he made fun of it, but if he watches the video now, he'll say, damn, yeah, it did have them, yeah.
No, that's really legendary.
But it does have several modifications, but I also have all the parts to put it back to original if you want. Great. So that's important. We can talk about this too. My name is Mark's Garage and I'm crazy about cars.